want to take just a few minutes to explain a feature of Microsoft Word that is available to you. This particular feature is called the Immersive Reader, and it is only available in the online version. So in order to access this feature, you would need to access Office 365, and when you do that, you will see a screen that looks something like this. You can see over here that I already have an example open in Word Online. Again, this would not work in the desktop version of Word. But this is a great feature that could be extremely useful for our students, especially students with special needs. You can see here that I have text already entered. In this case, it's the text of the Gettysburg Address. In researching this video, I found out that any speech given by a president is in the public domain. The text of that is, the recording is not necessarily, but I just put the text of the Gettysburg Address in here. If I wish to access the Immersive Reader feature, then I need to click on the View tab, and then I'm going to click on Immersive Reader. Essentially what the Immersive Reader does is it reads the text of the document to a student or to anyone, and it does so in a very specific way, and we set that specific way by manipulating the options that I'm going to show you right here. So you can see the play button down here, but before we hit the play button, I'm going to click the gear, and I can adjust the speed from turtle to rabbit, and I can choose whether I want a male or a female voice. I'm going to leave it at the default and leave that set as is. The next option is called the text preference, and if you click right here, you get the text preference. You can adjust the size and make this larger or smaller, so I'll make the font a little bit larger. You can increase the spacing. You can change the font. Sorry, I said change the font earlier, change the size. I can also change the font. I can also change the background. So if, for example, I want a black background with white text as opposed to a white background with black text to possibly eliminate distractions, I could do that. The next option after that is a great one. This is the parts of speech option. So I can turn it on so that words are delineated by syllables or so they remain as entire words, and I can also turn on so that nouns are one color, verbs are another color, and adjectives are yet a third color. So I'm going to turn on just the verbs. So let's say that I wanted students to identify verbs. Great way to do that with the Immersive Reader feature right here. The last option that you can set are the reading preferences, and that can be found with the book icon right here. So the line focus you can turn on or off. If it is on, obviously it is only going to show a limited amount of text at one time, and you can choose whether that limited amount of text is a single line or whether it is a chunked group of 3 lines. So I'm going to just go to 1 line, and now I have everything set the way I want, and if I hit play,
to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation, or any
and you can see exactly how the Immersive Reader works. In this case, I must have had the cursor not all the way at the beginning, so if I wanted to start from the beginning, I would need to make sure the cursor was at the beginning, and then I could click Immersive Reader, and then all those options would be loaded, and I could choose what I wanted. Now I see that I am at the beginning, and I can hit play again and yield the same results.
407 years ago our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men are.
So a great feature that a lot of students could use, particularly students with special needs. I encourage you to explore the Immersive Reader feature, and I also encourage you to explore Office 365 because there are a great number of features that are available in Office 365, and I will be showcasing those in the days and weeks to come. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, good luck using the Immersive Reader.